I always get told when I come to St. Francis that if you're not an athlete or if you're not a health science major or a science major, you shouldn't come here because the school has the reputation for only those two things being good. But that's, in my mind, completely false. I've met so many people in the psychology department that are just not athletes and just psychology majors in the arts and letters program, and they have a great time. They enjoy it a lot, and there's so many little positive things about it that might make up for the lack of general entertainment around.
I've loved every second of being a psych major. One thing about the health sciences is that they have to stick to what they graduate in. If you're arts and letters, I'm like I said, I'm a psych major, but I could go into communications or something like that, and I could cross-field, and I've taken communication classes, and I can use stuff like my speech class on an everyday basis, in interviews and when I do public speaking and all of that. So I think though it's not so, the arts and letters isn't so specific, it's more broad and gives you a more bigger understanding of maybe what you want to do, since you can take so many other courses. I've never really had a bad class in the arts and letters here.
They definitely have a good reputation. I mean, you can get your degree in arts and letters, and a lot of people, when they say, oh, I have a degree in arts and letters, people are like, oh, you'll never do anything with that. But St. Francis is a reputable university, so if you say you have a degree from St. Francis University, people aren't just going to look at you like you're a joke. They're going to be like, oh, okay.
You've got your professors there that have been through it all and know what they're doing. They can kind of give you little pointers on what you can do further on in life, not just in the classroom, and how to act and stuff. And that's a cool thing that they do, that they provide some, I guess, like extra education, like common sense, practical life education, which is a cool thing.
We're a family here. I don't care what anyone tells me. I have 2 degrees, 2 majors, and I work with 2 different sets of people. And because of that, I basically have to interact with a lot of different people and a lot of different walks of life. And I'm not going to say that we don't have our differences, because we do. But it doesn't matter. In the end, we're all still struggling, we're all still doing what we can, but it's fun. And I love it. And I love getting into debates, and I love trying to see someone challenge it.
A lot of the professors have experience in the fields that they're teaching you to work in. Like, I know a lot of comm professors used to be like journalists or sports reporters or something like that. So they definitely have experience in the field already. So when they give you like their life stories and things like that, like, oh, when I was working at the printing press, or not printing press, but when I was working like the newspaper and we had to get it to press at this time, like they tell you a lot of valuable information about scheduling and like the things you want to know before you try to apply for certain jobs, and they'll help you along the way too if you're looking into internships and things like that. There's usually a fun aspect to every class. Like there's at least one thing I can get into in each class. Like if it's an essay, if it's a project, if it's, I don't know, it's just something about each class. You can find something about it that you can take away from it and say, hey, I kind of enjoyed that. Even if it was hard work, you still enjoyed it.
We have a very unique set of faculty who are committed to sitting down and working carefully with each student. Every person has something that they're good at. The thing that college does is it allows you to develop that. And we as professors have to make our vocation to pull those things out of you to make you the best person that you can be.